Thank you. So grateful. I'm Kashawn and you are watching The Book Archer. I am going to be doing the Thank You Next book tag. I've been to an Ariana concert. I like her music for the most part. This tag was created by This Story Ain't Over Yet, so I will leave a link down to her original video below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Name a book that you said thank you next to or did not finish. I'm not going to say a specific one because I DNF'd so many books last year, but there weren't any that I don't plan on picking up at a later date. Too many, this video would be all day, honey. Name a book that taught you love, i.e. a book that you really loved. I'm going to say, I'm trying to go with recent stuff that I've read. The Three Dark Crowns series by Kendar Blake. That is the only fantasy series that I've read recently that has really grasped my attention to the point where I anticipate every book that comes out and have really been enjoying them. The dynamics of all three of the different characters, the sisters, it's so hard to root for one of them specifically. She just did such a great job at building those characters, and the world is totally different from other fantasy worlds that I have read about, and the plot to me is not predictable. I just really love that fantasy series, and it just kind of reminds me of why I love the fantasy genre. Name a book that taught you patience. Hunting Prince Dracula. That's the second book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper trilogy. Like, I like mysteries, but at the same time, I do not have a lot of patience. Like, I be wanting to know, like, who did it? Who done it? Just tell us. And I don't ever feel like the main characters in these mysteries are doing enough to figure it out. I'm like, girl, don't you see these clues right in front of your face? That's really how I feel sometimes when I'm reading them. But at the same time, I guess the whole point is to like build that anticipation and build the suspense up. That book definitely taught me patience. I listened to it on audiobook at like 2 times the speed. Name a book that taught you pain. Oh my goodness, American Street by Ibby Zabo. Oh, I can't let it go. It's been almost a year and I cannot let it go. Ibby Zabo, why you had to do us like that? Name a book that you loved at the time of reading it, but in hindsight, you don't like it as much anymore, but which you still learn something quality from. A book that pops in my head with this question is actually, I think I did a book review on this when I first started my channel like 4 or 5 years ago. A book called Hexed. It was like a YA contemporary like witch novel. Like the girl didn't know she was a witch, she finds out. And I really enjoyed that book at the time, but like when I look back on it, it was kind of cheesy. Name a book you're currently talking to or have the hots for. So a book that I'm really liking and enjoying right now. I mean, when I do a book review on this, get ready for the quotes, okay? Cause it's coming. Name a book that's gonna last. The book of you, the book that helps you love yourself a little bit more. For this one, of course, off the top, it would have to be The Hate U Give. My love for this book has been reignited since the film released a few months ago. After you read a book and love it and it's extra hyped up, you start to ask yourself, like, did I really love and enjoy that book as much, or did I just get into the hype? It had been over a year since I read that book. I think I read it in January 2 years ago, so it had been like a year and 8 months since I read the book. And when I saw the film, I didn't think it was going to like impact me the way that it did, and I was just like, oh my god, like that's probably the second best film of the year that I saw. Of course, you know, Black Panther was #1, but it was probably like the second best film of the year that I saw, and I cried. I was emotional. I had the same feelings that I was feeling when I was reading it. I don't care how hyped up that book gets, how many people talk about it. That was a game changer for me because I've read a lot of Black lit recently, new stuff that's come out, and I did a lot when I was younger as well, but that's the first book in a long time that was really able to impact me in a way that I forgot that I could be impacted by his stories. Oh dang, that's all the questions. Oh, I wish this had more questions. Of course, the last one is to tag somebody. I'm gonna tag Books and Big Hair. If my old phone hadn't been corrupt, I would actually insert the concert footage of when we went to see Ariana in concert. And this was really fun. I hadn't done a tag video in a while. What are some really good tags that y'all want me to film? Leave those down in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Book Archer. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!